Hi, in this video we're going to go over how to change the appearance of the mobile site created with the WordPress Easy Mobile plugin. Now on this site here I have the default skin loaded. It's basically a grey skin, and I've loaded a logo which is predominantly green. Now the easiest way to change the colours on the theme are to use the preset skins. Now let's have a look through here. We'll try the green one at first. Now we'll save those changes and have a look at how they are on our mobiliser. Okay, that's our first green scheme. The mouse over. Okay, now if you thought you may be able to improve on that, you may have a look for another skin. We've got the green too. We'll save that one and have a look at how that one looks. Dark green background. Now if you wanted to change any of the elements, the colours of the background, the text, the buttons, you can do that, or you can start from scratch and create a whole new colour scheme. Now we're going to go back to the default because I don't really want to change that particular theme at the moment. We'll save those changes and go across to the custom theme and social media tab. Now here you can see we have all of the backgrounds, the various text and borders that are involved in the site mentioned here. And what I might do is just pause the video for a minute or two while I go through and fill in all of these fields. Okay, and here we are. I've filled out most of the fields here. As you can see, they've just got the hex colors. Now when you're editing, if you want them to stay as the color, this is the box background. If we click those little circles as we go, the colors stay up, but when you save it we seem to lose that little feature. But anyway, so there we have it. If we have a look at how that looks, we can see that this color here, that's our box background. Most of the borders on the site I made yellow. There's the header color, the footer color. Now you may notice that the header color is just about a seamless match for the background on the logo JPEG. Now if you just like to show you how I achieve that, using a little program called a color picker. There's a number of these that are freely available on the web. This one's from allgraphictools.com. So how it works is when you want to choose a color, we click that little pick the color, and as we go across the screen and highlight the colors, they show up, and copies it automatically. So if I wanted to paste that somewhere, I could just paste that in there, and there you have it. So that is pretty handy for when you're trying to match the colors for a customer's website. You can use the color picker and get the mobile site colors exactly the same as the main site colors. Now when you're happy with all of that, you would save the changes, and that's it. So that's how the site now looks. Now these hover colors, of course on a mobile phone you don't have a hover color, but that's the color the button turns once it's pressed. Now if you noticed at the bottom of the screen we have a little function called save settings as a new skin. If I can move that across there just to show this, it brings up a little warning just to make sure that the themes folder is set to rewrite. Now we can name this particular layout. We can give it a name and save it. I won't do that for the moment. What that means is that if you're 90% happy with that, you can save it, then fiddle around with some of the colours, and if at the end you think the original was the best, you can revert back to it. And you would do that by going back to the settings page and loading the theme in here. Now if I'd saved that, it would have come up with custom and then the colour that I put in there. Now we have it set so it always has custom, just to make sure that the current themes don't get overwritten. Now there's just one other little thing I wanted to cover in this video, and that's a couple of extra themes that we have preloaded. Now, as well as using hex colours for the backgrounds, we also have a couple of skins with images loaded. Now I'll start with this one here, BG images, background images. We'll save that as our current theme. We'll go across to here. Now, even if I was to click on this, it'd say, oh, there's something wrong. Oh, apart from the fact that these themes have different social icon buttons, nothing's changed. And the reason for that is that over in our custom schemes, we have all of these values added in here. Now they will overwrite anything that's on the theme. So I'll just pause for a sec while I get rid of those. Okay, they're now all gone. I'll save those changes. And if we go back to our mobiliser, click on it again, we can see it's all changed up. Now this is a background image, fairly obvious for the amount of texture that we've got there. Same for the header and the footer are the same image, and we've got images for the buttons and the hover image. Okay, there's one other of those, which is the single background image. So we'll save that. Just have a quick look at that one. If we just do a refresh there, now you see that's very similar, except that the background is one seamless image. Now I'll go over in another video how we modify the image skins, but that'll just about do us for this one. Thank you for watching.